Hello, welcome back to Project S.I.V, where S.I.V stands for Suicide Informational Videos. Here I inform you about it. In this video, we will talk about why teens commit/attempt suicide and why teen suicide is a problem. First, let's talk about why teens commit/attempt suicide. Teens commit/attempt suicide not because they desire to die, but they desire to escape the painful feelings and the awful situation that they might be in. In bad situations, they can often feel like they're in a situation that has no solution and the only way out is death. They can feel like they lack power and control to change the situation. An emotional cause can come from an overload of feeling of pain, and they want to escape. The overload of pain can come from rejection, hurt, being unloved, victimized, or loss. Feeling so much pain that it becomes unbearable and that it will never get better. So they think the only way out from the bad things happening is death. And something to keep in mind is it's not just one single event that causes someone to kill themselves, but that one event can be the tipping point for when someone does decide to kill themselves. Some situations that can often lead to teen suicide are bullying, cyberbullying, abuse, a bad home life, loss of a loved one, and a severe breakup. Often, many of these situations, listed or not, happen together to cause suicidal feelings and behaviors, hopelessness, despair, and depression. Something else that we do know is that depression is the most common condition connected to suicide, and it is often undiagnosed and untreated. Now I'm going to list off a bunch of statistics. Suicide was the 10th leading cause of death in the U.S. alone in 2016 and 17. Over 47,000 Americans died by suicide in 2017, and there was an estimated 1,400,000 suicide attempts in 2017 as well. In Great Britain, they had about 5,821 suicides in 2017. There were more than twice as many suicides in the United States as there were homicides in 2017. Lesbians, gays, and bisexual kids are 3 times more likely than straight kids to attempt suicide at some point in their lives. Young people who are lesbian, gay, or bisexual, who come from families that reject or do not accept them, are over 8 times more likely to attempt suicide than those whose families accept them. Each time an LGBTQ person is a victim of physical or verbal harassment or abuse, they become 2.5 times more likely to commit suicide. 41% of trans adults said they had attempted suicide in one study. The same study found that 61% of the trans people who were victims of physical assault or had attempted suicide. Suicide is the second leading cause of death for 10 to 34-year-olds in America, taking about 14,717 lives in 2017. Suicide is the second leading cause of death in the world for those ages 15 to 24. Nearly 800,000 people die by suicide in the world each year, which is roughly one death every 40 seconds. An estimated quarter million people each year become suicide survivors. And if you're wondering why most of these statistics are in 2017, it's because I couldn't find any for 2018 and 19. And if you do find them, please put them in the comments below. But make sure they're true. Because we don't want to spread rumors, because that is no help to the situation. Anyways, I want to do something. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you're around people, if you're not. Or if you are, imagine that you're with your friends. Doesn't matter. Just close your eyes and imagine you're around people. Now I want you to look at them. Take a good look at them. Any of those people that you're imagining to be around could have committed or attempted suicide. Any of them. And if you're a bully, the person that you bully could be the next victim to suicide. And I don't know if this is a still thing or not, but it was when I was going through school, and my mom, I think, was the person that told me most. But treat people how you want to be treated. And for people that bully people, you guys are bullies and you're watching this, does this mean you want to be bullied? And just think about that. And I'm going to share what I was and to share to you why I asked you to close your eyes and to imagine, because every time I read those statistics, I think of my friends. And yeah, those are numbers, but the 250,000 people each year that become suicidal survivors, some of those numbers are my friends. When I closed my eyes, I imagined that I was hanging out with them, doing weird things like we usually do. But it scares me to think that at any moment they could decide that life isn't worth it anymore, and that they're done, and then they can be part of the 800,000 people that take their own life each year. And that scares me every second, that they'll just decide that it's not worth it anymore, and I won't be. And the last thing I would say to them might not have been "I love you," and I'll never be able to say that again. That thought terrifies me, because I don't want them to go until we're all old and wrinkly, and it is our time to go. I'll tell you. Anyways, back to why this is a problem. This is a problem because there are statistics of people committing suicide. And that, to me, like, those statistics shouldn't exist, because there's so many resources out there for people who are in bad situations, are in some pain, to go out and reach them and talk about it. And talking about things can help you relieve stress and can relieve some of that pain, even if it's just a little bit can feel like a brick has just been lifted from your shoulders, even if you feel like the whole world's on your shoulders. And yeah, so just having the statistics and people who haven't reached out and they feel alone and that they think the only solution to their situation is suicide is sad and wrong, because that's not it shouldn't even be a solution. Because there's people out there who want to help. If you say no, there isn't, freaking talk to me then. I want to help you. If you don't know anyone who wants to help you, I'm here. I want to help you. There's hotlines in the description below. There's a lot of hotlines. But anywhere and everywhere, there's places for you to reach out to help your situation. So, and these videos make an indent into how many people commit suicide. Hopefully it brings it down, not up. That like brings the suicide numbers down, hopefully one day to 0. I really hope to see that day. But if I don't, but eventually in the future there is 0 suicides, that'll be a great day. Anyways, thank you for watching another Project S.I.V video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. If you did, please share to the world what you've learned, or just your friends. If you like this video, you can leave a like and subscribe if you want. Until next time, have a wonderful day in life. Bye.